104.7 The Cave. Mike, the intern, Jay Stevens, back together again.
Yes! The band's back together, man.
Reunited, and it feels
yeah,
so
that
good.
could be. I was going to say we had musical differences for a week, man. And we got worked it out.
We got into a fight, and we
Like
didn't talk to
70s,
each
man.
other.
Yeah, like the 70s,
Like the
man.
70s.
Musical differences, man.
Too many chicks, too many drugs.
Speaking of that, these guys, that's the prime example of musical differences and too many chicks, too many drugs.
That could be the
because
title of their
today we're
biography.
ripping apart, drumroll please,
Walk This Way by Aerosmith.
Run DMC.
But no, God,
No, not the Run
Don't
DMC
even
version?
mention
Oh.
that.
All right, we're going to fight another week.
Yeah, we are. We're taking it off.
Greatest rap song ever written.
Yeah, or whatever.
By Aerosmith, though. They wrote the first rap song. Maybe?
Technically, well, we'll get to that. We'll get to that, and you are kind of right.
All right.
I'll get to that. So today we are discussing "Walk This Way" by Aerosmith. This thing kind of got its start in December of 1974. Aerosmith opened for the Guess Who in Honolulu.
Wow. Back to Hawaii.
Were you on
74?
Yeah.
No.
Who were you?
84.
You were
84.
Like 18.
Oh, in 74? In 65, I was 21.
Yeah, right.
No, I was at 70. I was 4 or 5 years old. Yeah.
Yeah, so not really the loving.
My parents
crazy
were
Jay
listening to
done.
this stuff, you know. They were hip to the scene.
So they may have been at the show.
I know they weren't in Hawaii at the
in-
time. We were in LA at
were
that
in
time.
LA.
Yeah, LA at that time.
So anyway, Aerosmith's opening up for the Guess Who. Joe Perry's screwing around whenever he was doing his sound check, and I guess Jeff Beck had turned him on to this group called the Meters. You ever listen to the Meters?
Nope.
They're a New Orleans funk band, and there are several bands that say that these guys, when you wanted to learn how to play in time, you played along with Meters records. Because this was before there was click tracks and all that stuff. They were so on point with each other that their timing was impeccable.
I didn't know
on
the Meters
record.
were around that long. I remember
they've been
hearing
around.
of the Meters when I lived in New
They've
Orleans.
been around
but-
for a long
wow.
time.
All right.
Very good band. Anyway, so he asked the drummer to lay down some kind of flat with a groove on the drums, and that's how this was born.
It's a good drum groove.
The only thing they needed was a bridge, basically. Yeah.
Where's the bridge?
Where's the bridge? So we're going to listen to the drum track like we were just mentioning in this, and it's pretty damn good.
One of the most classic drum riffs of all time, I'd say.
And we'll get back to the hip-hop thing. I mean, this is a
It's
very
a hip-hop groove. Yeah, very.
groove.
Yep.
I
It
mean,
makes me want to dance like Vanilla Ice right now.
It's like what came first, the chicken or the egg? In this sense, the drum beat came first before hip-hop, because obviously 1974, hip-hop wouldn't be around for
Yeah, I
quite
know.
some time.
It was a rap song, man. It was a
Yeah,
rap-
and you could sample that opening drum line for any kind of hip-hop song now, and it'd work.
Yep.
So we'll get to more of Aerosmith Walk This Way Part 2 of Rip It Apart Wednesday on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave. Mike, the intern, Jay Stevens in the studio today. Rip It Apart Wednesday. Walk This Way, the subject.
Hip-hop music.
Hip-hop not. I mean, I like hip-hop.
I'm Fresh DJ from Holland.
That's DJ from Holland. They need to play some EDM, not some hip-hop. So the title is referring to the movie Young Frankenstein.
Then never would have guessed that.
While they were in the studio, the band and Jack Douglas, who was producing the record, went down to Times Square and they went to go see the movie. They were laughing about how Marty Feldman had told Gene Wilder to follow him in the film saying "Walk This Way" and then limping. And that was where the title of the song came.
Wow.
Before they even had lyrics for it.
Wow.
Way before. And we'll get to how that all got added to the song later. But right now, let's listen to the bass track of "Walk This Way."
Tom Hamilton? Is that the bass player, Tom Hamilton?
Yeah.
Yep. Pretty funky for a white dude.
Stupid funky. Especially in 1974. I mean, this band I've always thought of Aerosmith as like the American Led Zeppelin. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I always thought that they were way ahead of their time for back then.
They worked really hard. We were talking about how this song was one of the two I guess it was in the top 10 hits that the band had around this time. And the other one was Dream On, which was re-released after this came out because they felt that it didn't really get as much love as it should have gotten.
Right.
And so when they started to get in traction with Toys in the Attic, they re-released it and ended up making a ton of money for the band, which is interesting. It's always, we always talk about musicians being, sometimes you get lucky, it's like winning the lottery. For every one great musician, there are 9 other guys that are as good that never get noticed.
Yeah.
And I think when they released this as a single and found out that it was good, they came back and were like, well, let's try Dream On again. And that's what kind of
Yeah, like Whitesnake did the same thing with all their big hits in the 80s.
Yeah, here I go again.
Yep,
Same thing. Same thing.
Fool for Your Love and all those things.
Yep. We'll get to part 3 of Walk This Way, Rip It Apart Wednesday on the way next on 104.7 The Cave. 104.7 The Cave. Mike, the Intern, Jay Stevens. Rip It Apart Wednesday. Walk This Way. We are discussing the isolated lead guitar track now.
Hit it, run.
Hit it, run.
Great video, too, when they bust the wall down there and then they join forces with the rap community.
Yeah, and it was pretty cool. I mean, it's funny. Let's talk about Run DMC, I guess.
Yeah, white sneakers on our feet.
1986, they're performing a cover of Walk This Way with Steven Tyler, Joe Perry, guesting on vocals and guitars. They actually reworked this song. And while they were working on that album, Raising Hell, Rick Rubin actually showed them who Aerosmith was. And they had no idea who the band was at the time.
Bunch of hippie freaks.
They had no idea.
And this is the 80s, too. Aerosmith, there was a lull for Aerosmith. This is what brought Aerosmith back.
In the mid-'80s, yeah.
In the mid-'80s.
Got him off the drugs.
Got him off the drugs and off of the, women. And
just fill in the blank. Plural.
Yeah.
Women's.
Plural women's.
So anyway, Rick Rubin tells Run DMC there's this band in the 70s called Aerosmith. You should check them out. You should really listen to the way Steven Tyler is doing his vocals. It was very, very hip-hop. Very percussive.
Rick Rubin, genius, by the way.
Yeah, very, very smart dude. So anyway, he talks him into doing that. They come into the studio, redo it, and the rest is history. Got him into a new generation of people. And
a whole new generation saw Aerosmith, and then it was all cool again.
Yeah, opened the door for him. So we're going to listen to this awesome, awesome guitar track, like we said, that was kind of influenced by the Meters, and they were doing this sound check in Honolulu, opening up for the Guess Who, and this is what it sounds like.
Crazy stuff happens in Hawaii.
You can hear him listening to it.
Listen to the headphones.
Unbelievably good guitar tone. Constantly moving. It just such a good, well-written riff. So good. And it works so well.
It's almost like singing. It's almost like singing.
Well, and see, that's the thing. It works really well with the vocals. And we'll get to that on our final installment, Rip It Apart Wednesday, on the way next on 104.7 The Cave.
That's why!
104.7 The Cave. Mike the Intern, Jay Stevens in the studio. Rip It Apart Wednesday. We have come to the conclusion, the vocals of Walk This Way by Aerosmith.
Yeah, we still haven't got a good word for the conclusion. I keep meaning to do that during the week. The coup de grace. I don't know. I really want something epic, man.
The cream.
Darn it.
That's not what we're going to call it.
The coup de cream?
So,
Jay Stevens coup de cream?
No.
Come on!
I don't want to.
I don't want to. Time for the coup de cream!
I don't want to try that. So the group was halfway recording Toys in the Attic in 75. They were at the record plant in New York. They were stuck for material. They had written 3 or 4 songs for the album, having to write the rest in the studio. They decided to give Joe Perry the song he had come up with in Hawaii, which was this song, a try. They didn't have lyrics or the title yet, obviously. Then they went and saw Young Frankenstein, came back with Walk This Way. So they kind of lay down the song. That night, Steven Tyler goes back to the hotel, writes lyrics for it, then loses the lyrics in the cab.
True singer fashion.
Leaves them in the lab. The band didn't believe him. They were like, dude, you just got stoned. You didn't do your job. You're an idiot. And he's like, no, I really did it. So he takes a couple of pencils. He leaves. He forgets paper. He goes and sits in the stairwell.
Classic singer.
He says that he sat there and wrote lyrics on the wall of the record plant's top floor. Took him a couple hours. Then he comes back with a pad of paper and writes down what he had written on the wall. And that is where the lyrics came from. 2 hours, boom. Now, like I was talking about earlier, the lyrics for the song have a very percussive feel to them because Steven Tyler was a drummer. Did you know that?
Nope.
He was
I don't
a drummer.
think I remember that.
High school marching band. And actually,
high school marching band, OG, baby.
The big drum that you hear on Living on the Edge at the very end of the song, where it's like, doom.
That was his drum solo?
That was his drum that he stole from high school.
Well, look, so he's forgetting lyrics, stealing drums,
stuff.
Man. Wasn't so...
don't be like Steven Tyler.
Don't be like Steven Tyler.
I mean, unless you want to be in a good band and sing well, then do that. But unless
you want to be a millionaire. Don't be like Steven Tyler unless you want to make millions of dollars.
And
still, he's still going strong, the old wizard man.
You want to get lucky on so many levels. So here's the vocals.
Backstory lover, always hide beneath the covers till I talk to you. My daddy say, it said you ain't seen nothing till you're down on a muffin, then you sure to be changing your ways.
It almost sounds as if he really doesn't know what he's talking about.
Right. Like he may have BS'd them a lot.
He's just pushing out his vocals.
I heard the lyrics, yeah.
But honestly, this, as far as hip hop goes, this is literally one of the first times I could actually pinpoint someone rhyming over a track. Even though it's rock, this could be released as a hip-hop song.
It's not singing.
No, it's not. I mean, it's hip-hop.
So here's the homework assignment for everyone. Find a song earlier in this that does this.
Yeah, if you
Can
do,
you?
yeah, hit us up. That's a good call.
For sure,
That's
you
a
know?
good call.
It's a good homework
That
assignment.
Is your homework assignment.
You might be sitting there going, these guys are idiots. What about that song in 64?
Tell us.
And we don't know about it.
Yeah.
Please, send it to us.
Send it to us, call us, write us a letter, whatever. Help us find it. Without further ado, the conclusion of Rip It Apart Wednesday, it's Walk This Way from Aerosmith on 104.7 The Cave.